What's up, guys? Welcome to the Legends Generation podcast. My name is RJ. Okay, never mind. Justin's just like fist pumping, like, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Dude, sorry, I got another field research stamp.
Oh, that fucking Pokemon. It ruins lives.
Killing us.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to the Legends Generation podcast, episode 2. Also our first BEERCAST. I'm Justin.
And I'm RJ. Stay tuned for some conversation. Last week it was fuck StockX. This week it's fuck AB. Some hockey talk. Our Nashville trip that we are currently on. And we have a special guest today, our golden guest, Skyler, and his absolutely massive cock and his love for Riley Reid. So yeah, stay tuned.
Let's drink some beer.
What's up, guys? And welcome to...
I'm so sorry. This will be the only time that I cut you off. Are you gonna have like a song or an intro? That's what Smitten Chicklets does. They do that little, like, they have like that intro music, and then you hear fucking Biz Nasty's ugly ass voice and Ryan Whitney doing, jerking it off to the contract.
Is that the two main guys for that podcast?
It's Biz Nasty, who joined I think later on. It's RA. Who I don't really know his relevance, but he's that dude with the hardcore Boston accent. And then you have Ryan Whitney, which is just fantastic for Pens fans because Biz Nasty and Ryan Whitney both played for Pittsburgh.
Dude, so how about this kid, Jesse's old roommate Ethan? He found this disc at Moraine the other day. It's called I don't know, it's from 2000. It says 2013 #1 Beaver. It has a picture of a beaver holding the disc with like his finger up, like #1. And someone wrote on the top of this, it says, "Got out the car and saw a beaver."
And that is the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for tuning in. This is our first BEERCAST. We have
it took 2 episodes. Of this podcast drinking beer,
and we completely support drinking,
especially under the age.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah.
Or wait, I didn't say that.
No, we fully endorse drinking of any kind. Go get hammered. Do a podcast.
Just don't drive drunk.
Don't do that.
If you're sitting there at a party, enjoy yourself. If you have a place to stay, just stay there.
Nope. You gotta go 100 miles an hour down Night Road, bro. You ain't doing that. You ain't drunk enough.
All right.
You be on the AB.
Night Road, baby.
Yeah, I mean just watch out for trees. That's all I gotta say.
All right, this is not disc golf. This is driving.
Fucking trees.
Those fucking trees. Gotta love the good old disc golf. I love getting in touch with my inner hippie.
Yeah, we definitely hit up around disc golf today. We found out that RJ is definitely not a hippie.
I fucking hate disc golf. 1 attempt, 0 for 1.
I was sweating more than a whore in confession, but
like RJ was probably already pissed off enough about disc golf, and then we completely were not paying attention at all. And, made him drive in a 30 minutes.
I felt so bad for that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he literally led you in the middle of nowhere, and then it was literally this
I was just so stoked the whole time. I don't know if you noticed how I just.
Dude, you were not saying anything.
Yeah,
this
you
kid
were
is
so
literally
out of it.
Yeah.
I was just stoked. I was just like, I literally didn't care that we were fucking just going nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, it's whatever. Wasted 50 miles, but it's okay.
What was running through your head at that point?
Just I hate life right now.
Damn.
I just felt like shit, and I was sad, and just I don't know. I was in my feelings.
Oh, I was so evident.
Okay, Drake.
Damn.
I was gonna say Drake.
We're getting out of this podcast, and then RJ's heading right over to the studio to drop a sad song.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the other room.
Playing Blast Marvin's
Run. I hate my life.
Oh man.
I hate my life. My life. My life. My life. My life. Want to talk about how big of a bitch AB is?
Yeah, fuck AB.
We'll talk about Antonio Brown for start this podcast off. This man caused headaches for the Steelers for a whole season.
Oh God, it was more than a whole season.
Last season was absolutely toxic for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This man gets traded to the Oakland Raiders and absolutely proves to the world that he is the problem and not the Steelers, because this man cannot find a helmet that he wants to wear.
It's just like, AB, like, come down to reality. You know, we all play sports. RJ plays baseball. Grooms is a goalie for hockey, and I'm sitting here, I also play hockey. We wear helmets. Yes, you find what you like and you don't want to change it, but if there is regulations, you got to go with that, dude. You're making how much money, and you're going to sit here and bitch.
And this man is all about money. If he can't wear the helmet that's going to get him a CTE and they can sue the NFL, of course he's going to bitch because he can't make that money off the CTE lawsuit 10 years down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
he's getting billions of dollars from that. He's like, oh, well, this helmet's going to give me CTE. That's more money. Like, what the fuck?
You know he's going to try to claim that money. He's all about being fancy. He wants to be rich. You see him pull up the training camp for the Steelers past 3 seasons. What, he came in a helicopter. I want to say.
Okay. So
he had an old school Rolls Royce with some dude driving him, and then came up with this fancy ass Rolls Royce. And don't get me wrong, dude. If someone gave that to me, I would be the happiest motherfucker in the world. But Jesus Christ, dude, come down to reality. You're playing football. You're literally making millions of dollars to catch a football and run it 100 yards into a damn end zone. Like, we have people sitting here fighting for our country, getting killed, doing all this other shit, and you think you're all high and mighty, dude. Come down to fucking earth. Just be blessed that you make this much money just to do something.
And so this year he pulls up with a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon, that was this year's, yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say, those people fighting for our country aren't going to be complaining about the helmet size or helmet,
Yeah.
how they work out.
No, they're going to be riding in hot air balloons across the battlefield, baby.
Oh, yeah, taking the AB way.
I mean, hell, they should just take his mask and put a fucking clown wig on it.
Kind of like what Skyler's talking to.
Oh, you
right
talking
now.
about the Titans? Are you going to say Titans? You think the Titans are clowns? You wanna fight? You don't think Titans win a Super Bowl this year?
Justin's very defensive about the Titans.
Well, you know who is a clown, though? Marcus Mariota.
All right.
Biggest
All
clown.
right, hold up a second here, guys. Let's just be realistic. The Tennessee Titans are winning the Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
if you don't
Jesus
think
Christ,
so,
here we go.
if you don't think so, then you're crazy. I've never said this before in my life, but the Titans win the Super Bowl this year.
How much do you want to bet on it? We'll go podcast, and we can go back to this, and we will bet.
Who had the number 1 defense in the league last year?
This podcast betting for this week, how last week it was the home run, who's going to hit first, which both of us lost. It was actually Bellinger hit it 40th first. But this one, it's going to be Skyler and Justin and the Titans Super Bowl.
You want to talk about the Titans? Listen to me. We'll talk about the Titans right now. Marcus Mariota this year will throw for 11,000 yards and 88 touchdowns. Guaranteed.
Damn. What kind of money are you putting down on that?
My whole bank account, which is like negative because fuck StockX, that's why.
Fuck StockX.
And here we go with StockX.
Second episode, bringing it back in.
No, it's okay though because I'm making my money back from that shit.
So wait, if you're in the negative and you bet like that, does Skyler, even if you lose, does it mean Skyler still has to pay you?
I still have $200 in my savings account, bitch. So
I'm just making the point. You say you're in the red, you know. So like, if you made a bet on your bank account, like everything in your bank account, but it's in the negative, if you lost, wouldn't that mean Skyler has to
Be
pay
like a
you?
reverse. It's like a
well,
double
let's
negative.
be honest here. That
Yeah, maybe.
claim that I just made about Mariota is completely false. So I'd be losing money.
Wow.
But I will say this: the Titan Marcus Mariota this year will throw for 3,500 yards and at least 12 touchdowns.
Will he stay healthy though?
That's
That
the
is
point.
the real question.
Yes, he will. He will start all 16 games this year for the Titans.
Okay, that I need to get your word on paper. Like,
Who wants to put a bet up that Lamar Jackson throws for 4,000 yards this year?
Oh my God! I'll take you up on that bet every single day. Every single day of my life. Listen, I am all about Marcus Mariota. I love the man. Great man. Great football. A good football player. Love him. He's done so much for the franchise. Honestly, like playoff win over the Chiefs. But like, if he's not the answer, he's not the answer. I'm a Titans fan first.
Do you find out this year if he is the answer?
Oh, absolutely. Because if he's not the answer, then he's not going to get re-signed. This is his last year.
Is his last year on
This
his
is his last year. And you know who else they have on a 1-year deal? Ryan Tannehill. So if Ryan Tannehill comes in and is better than him, Ryan Tannehill gets the extension. Boom. Nick Foles of the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill. Going to lead him to a Super Bowl, baby.
So how long do you sign him for then?
Who? Ryan Tannehill?
No, either one of them. Like,
Oh my God.
are you gonna go off on one season, or are you gonna give him
Nope.
like a little bridge deal, or are you gonna try to sign him long term?
Well, let's be honest here. I don't know. What are they going to want? Dude, egos are so high in the NFL these days. Everyone wants max deals, max money.
Yeah, but they're white.
No. Marcus Mariota is not white. I am definitely not white. I am Justin. The only people who hold out in the NFL are running backs. So, I mean,
True.
Melvin Gordon,
Zeke.
Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah. Wait,
Le'Veon.
Zeke who?
Who?
You see that? Did you see that, Skyler?
What's that?
Jerry Jones?
No, I didn't.
Someone asked him a question about Zeke, and he said, Zeke who?
What's his fucking
Jerry
play?
Jones, savage as hell.
And Zeke was not impressed.
Oh, I can only guarantee. But fucking okay. So speaking about Ezekiel Elliott and the Dallas Cowboys, what about this clown ass Dak Prescott?
Wanting for like 40 million. or
Wanting
whatever?
40 million, and the dude is not good. He's sitting behind one of the
He's
best offensive lines in football, if not the best.
And the running back.
So,
Yeah,
can you
good.
so can you say he's not good, or can you just say he might be a product of the offensive line? Because you're not going to know if he's good until the offensive line.
But what if the offensive line goes down? What if they get hurt? What if they go?
So you're going to find out if he's good or not.
Yeah, but you're not going to sign someone to 40 mil without.
Well,
That-
first of all, he doesn't deserve 40 mil to begin
Oh,
with. So that's
fuck no.
crazy.
He doesn't even deserve 30. He turned down 30 mil. He doesn't even deserve 30 mil.
God
Jesus.
damn.
Per year, if anyone. Yeah. But what you need to do with Dak Prescott, sign him to a bridge deal. Give him like a 2-year deal, maybe like 20, 25, somewhere in there. See what he can do. But he's still behind one of the best offensive lines. And if they go away, how's he going to do? Same with Zeke. They're
Yeah.
opening it up shit for Zeke. And don't get me wrong, Zeke's a beast. He's a big guy. He is good at football, but you got to give some credit to the O-line.
And Dak has Amari Cooper now. So if he can't
Well,
make,
he's hurt.
what do you mean?
I saw that today that he's hurt. He's
Oh,
out
shit.
for at least the first week of the season, I think.
Oh,
wow.
good. That's good.
That's good.
Trevor the Titans. That's a good idea.
But now we
yeah.
could talk about the real winners here. So what if AB actually stops being a little bitch and produces with their cars as quarterback? So what? They traded Amari Cooper, got a first-round pick. Like,
I am very curious to see what happens with that situation. What do you mean a first round pick?
didn't they get a first-round pick for Amari
Steelers?
Cooper?
Yeah, no.
No, Oakland.
Oakland. Oh, yeah.
So
they
that'd be
did.
a winning situation. You literally replace Antonio Brown you replace Amari Cooper with Antonio Brown, and you get a pick on top of it.
It's going to turn out to be good, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, in all honesty, if AB works out, Oakland's the winner because what? Steelers
It's
got
not
a
if
third
AB
and a
works
fifth
out.
for it.
Dude.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
not if AB works out. It's if Derek Carr works out. Let's be honest.
oh, Derek Carr is gonna work out. AB is gonna be the
The
problem.
only thing with AB is his fucking attitude. Like, if he has a problem with something and he causes issues within the locker room like he has for the last year and a half, then that'll be an issue.
We are now shoeless on this podcast.
Dude, shoes are stupid, man. Listen, don't fall for that trap. That's a government trap. They're trying to make money off you. Fuck shoes.
As you cross your arms, like you said some big statement.
The big dick here.
Woo!
But yeah, we have 2 out of 3 people here, probably borderline drunk.
Yellow diamonds
three.
on me,
I'm
but
fine.
I'm not
I've had
horny.
Skyler's a heavyweight.
yeah.
Justin's definitely getting a little tipsy.
I am a lightweight, no matter what, because I weigh 150 pounds.
He's
And
a
I'm at 230. Fucking. I'm a big boy.
I drink one drink, and I'm fucking. No, I'm just
he's
kidding. I'm not
plastered
going.
right now.
No, I drank like, dude. I'm 2.5 millers in and a fucking IPA, so I'm good.
You guys should see Justin right now. His eyes are just
You
crossed.
have that.
Dude,
you have that
and-
little drunk look to you.
Well, I got stoned before I came here too. So
Oh, okay.
let's not forget about that.
doesn't help.
drunk and
but-
high. Call it
Oh,
HD vision.
crossfaded. Gotta love that shit.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this week it's fuck AB. Last week it was fuck StockX.
Yeah, fuck AB. AB's just. I don't even want to talk about him anymore because I think
He's
Steeler
getting.
Nation.
All
is
we're
already-
doing is feeding into the ego here. He's on his
He
second.
That's all he wants. He wants attention.
he's
He
on
likes
his-
to be heard.
He thinks his helmet is the whole reason he's the number one receiver since 2010. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
He posted on Instagram. He's posted Antonio Brown since 2010 ranks first in touchdowns, yards, receptions, all this stuff, and he said, "Wonder why."
Big Ben was your quarterback.
Oh no, bro, no. It's all about the helmet, bro.
It has to be the helmet.
It's the helmet. Like, if it's not the helmet, then what is it? You know?
Wasn't Ben at all. Wasn't his skill. It was just the
Nope,
helmet.
just the helmet.
Just the
The reason why Mike Trout's so good at baseball, it's his helmet.
Oh, absolutely.
Cody Bellinger cranking home runs. Helmet.
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 That's the fuel to every baseball player, football player. Doesn't matter. Any sport that has a helmet, you're good because of the helmet.
Helmet.
NHL helmet.
Helmet. Yep. Sidney
Wayne
Crosby.
Gretzky. Helmet.
Oh, Wayne Gretzky was it? The
Yeah,
Jofa?
nothing
What
about
is-
small pads.
What?
What was the old helmet that he always?
Jofa.
Jofa.
Yeah, the good old Jofa helmets.
Someone needs to bring that back.
So
Okay.
let's talk about hockey first, since we're on the topic of hockey.
Ooh.
Might as well go for it.
This is definitely Skyler's realm. Skyler
Oh,
is
boy,
big
dude.
into
Well,
hockey.
okay, so I've seen some stuff in the past week or two about Wayne Gretzky being the GOAT. So there's a lot of Penguins fans who speculate that Mario Lemieux actually was better than him, and Wayne Gretzky definitely profited off of small pads and a league where people just weren't that skilled. So, do you think nowadays the game is different than it was back then, and do you think the skill is different?
Okay, so are we comparing nowadays as in today's time, or are we talking in between Gretzky and Lemieux?
Well, we can talk about both of them because we can talk about Gretzky and Lemieux. And we can also talk about what would Sidney Crosby be posting if he was playing in Wayne Gretzky's era.
Ooh.
The only thing with Wayne Gretzky's era is they did have the smaller pads. Yes, goaltenders, traditional, more stand-up. But the league was definitely tougher back then. There was more cheap shots. You were allowed hooking. Well, I'm not going to say you're allowed hooking, but you're allowed up on the hands. There is so much more leeway to stop scoring, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to compare the two, eras between, say, Gretzky and Sid, or, Gretzky, McDavid, Lemieux, Sid. It's, honestly comparing, Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's the same exact thing. It's it's basically impossible because it's two different eras. The best way to do statistics, honestly, is you got to cut off each era. So maybe
start with Jeff Cup.
Yeah, Jeff Cup.
Yeah.
Go.
Jeff Cup's the answer for everything.
But if you're gonna try to compare stuff, try to find a cutoff point, maybe someone who's big into statistics, like Jeff Cup.
Dude, so
Try to find the cutoff. You got to find the cutoff, compare players in the cutoff, and maybe try to, you could compare Lemieux and Gretzky. Yes, they did play in, two different times. Yes, they played together and all that other shit. But, you can't compare Gretzky and Crosby.
Yeah, but
you
they
just
play in
can't
different
do
eras.
it.
They play in different eras.
Yeah.
You know what this whole complex reminds me of?
What's that?
Fucking, Anne Frank's, Annex or something. It's fucking crazy, dude. Dude, this place is fucking nuts.
Dude, I get so lost here. Okay, let's go back to hockey.
Yeah, let's go back to hockey.
Let's talk about these RFAs that are.
All right, so Mitch Marner, number 1, big guy.
Mitch Marner, number 2, Patrick Laine. You can't say anything else. Maybe Brock Besser. You got Marcus Pettersson from Pittsburgh. You got so many people that are just.
Wait, what? Marcus Patterson?
Yeah, the one who.
He hasn't been signed yet?
No, he hasn't been signed yet.
I didn't even know that was an issue. So what's going on there?
No cap.
So the Titans are going to end up with Marcus Pettersson. They're going to end up with Mitch Marner. They're going to end up with... No.
The Titans, yeah.
It might make them better, honestly.
You said Titans. The Titans.
Penguins. Penguins are going to end up with Mitch Marner.
Yeah, the Penguins are getting everybody.
Well, I could see the only two teams is maybe the Islanders go after Marner.
Damn.
Or the Canes. But Marner's gonna want 10, 11 mil. That's gonna cost you 3-4 first-round picks straight years. Is Mitch Marner really worth 4 first-round picks?
That's true. I completely forgot about compensation for RFAs.
For RFAs, that's why no one's been signed.
So you have to give up that cap. You have to pay big bucks and give up the draft picks to the team that originally.
I can't remember what the compensation is. I'm assuming any bigger contract, it's at least 3 or 4 first-round picks. When you get in the smaller numbers, and those draft picks, you get a third and a fourth.
Last time I checked, like you're saying, the lower ones aren't as much. But yeah, once it gets to it's 11 point. It's a weird number, 11 point something million. It's the next 4 years of first-round picks for that free RFA.
Remember, the Canadians tried to go after Aho.
They did, yeah.
And the Hurricanes.
Canes clowned them. The Canes. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this. I follow the Canes on Twitter. They made a tweet right after the Canadians offered him an offer sheet, and the Canes tweeted. They said, "Will the Hurricanes match the Canadians' offer sheet?" And the two options were yes and absolutely. And at that point, the Canadians had to feel like clowns because, let's just be honest, Canadian hockey in the NHL for the last, however long has been trash.
Oh, it's been a bust. You look at Toronto, they couldn't get past the second round, I want to say.
It is now the USA sport, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What it do, baby?
Don Cherry's going to be he's going to be,
Don Cherry,
shots.
I told RJ this earlier. I don't know if you were there when I told him this.
Bunch of jerks.
Don Cherry literally contributed to the whole Hurricanes' new era with the jerks. New jerseys, new everything.
They should be giving them money.
I know. Don
really
Cherry. Give Don Cherry some money. Let him buy a new fucking crazy tux and a tie. And just
call it a day.
Yep.
Call it a day.
Let him call them jerks.
Yeah. And the Hurricanes are just going to thrive off of it. I'm surprised that New Jersey that they dropped in and say jerks across the front instead of Canes.
Yeah, really.
Honestly, they're so all about that jerks life.
I actually low-key fuck with the Canes, though, because, me and Justin last year.
We both have Canes jerseys.
Yeah, we got. I got Aho and you got Teravainen.
Teravainen, because I got Teravainen.
Yeah.
Blackhawks, baby.
Because he hates the Blackhawks.
Yep, I hate the Blackhawks. If you guys remember from last podcast, they're trash.
He absolutely hates them.
Jonathan Taves is one of the most overrated centers in the game.
Yeah,
he
is.
And
he had a career year this year, though.
What'd you say?
He had the most points of his career this year, though.
He
Really?
did. He had a really good season this year. But
They have no defense. That's a problem. And
I
they
mean,
just traded
hell,
Dahl into
Jonathan
the
Taves
Penguins.
is such a good center that literally he's like a third defenseman for him. But he, like, besides this year, him recording points has always been a struggle.
Oh, yeah.
When he came up, his rookie season, his first couple seasons, he recorded points. He did well, but, like, he just fell off. His defense is still there. Like, honestly, like, I would take Patrice Bergeron over Jonathan Taves any day of the week.
Definitely.
Well, obviously, because it's Patrice Bergeron. He's like top 5 player in the NHL, but
Oh, God, I want to go that far, but
he's been rated that like within like the last few months. I swear I've seen
top
him.
5, like
Like
out of-
3. I
what,
swear
for
to God,
centers?
like 4. Yeah, like centers, whatever.
How are you gonna even do that? You got Connor
Crosby.
McDavid,
Crosby.
then Sidney Crosby. I literally would suck off Sidney Crosby.
Okay, so
But-
wait, well, hold up a second. Whoa. So are you saying Connor McDavid is greater than Sidney Crosby?
Yes, I did. Yes,
oh,
I am.
shit.
Yes, I am.
Already?
Yes. Have you seen?
I don't know, dude. Sidney Crosby's still amazing.
Okay,
man.
Sidney Crosby's more, well-rounded player.
Okay, I'll
But
give you that.
the things Connor McDavid does at the speed he does it at, like, he just changes a game. Like, I know RJ's about to go off about Sidney Crosby being the best in the world, but
I mean, I do agree, but no, I was gonna ask you a question for McDavid because his speed is such a factor. So my question,
Slowest player
you,
in the NHL.
yeah, I guess he's slow, but like, cause I mean, your shit. I want to ask you though, because you think he's the best right now. And first of all, do you think he's the best? Like, he's better than Crosby, just like because
Career-wise.
current season, like right now he's active.
currency. What McDavid's probably like 22, 23. I don't really know.
No
how old
way.
he
But I'm
is.
just saying,
He's
not
gotta be like 38.
Yeah,
Oh,
easily.
I'm not talking about in like terms of like career being better. I'm saying like talent wise. Do you think already McDavid like because you can judge talent by like where they were at the age. It doesn't have to be like obviously McDavid has only played 3 years. He's not going to have the career of Crosby. But I mean talent wise, do you think McDavid is better than Crosby?
See, the thing I see with McDavid, because I've been watching Sidney Crosby since I remember watching the very first game Sidney Crosby's ever played in for Pittsburgh. McDavid has basically Crosby had, but McDavid has the speed, and he can handle the puck with speed, and that just it leads to so many opportunities. You watch every highlight of Connor McDavid, 90% of them is him using his speed to get around defensemen and to hook around. I think Crosby's a stronger player. He's definitely like better like controlling the puck. But give McDavid a little bit of time, give him a little bit more time to maybe beef up a little bit, add a couple more pounds. It might slow him down a little bit, but if he can get just a tad bit stronger, like sort of like how Crosby is, we're in for a wild ride because you think of like the greatest of the greats, like, people are going to say Gordie Howe. Like, Gordie Howe is an amazing player. I don't really put him up in that like legendary, like, category. You think legendary players, you have Bobby Orr, who has changed the defensive way.
Yeah.
You have Wayne Gretzky. You have Mario Lemieux. You have Sidney Crosby. You have Connor McDavid. People are going to push for fucking, Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin is the best goal scorer
of all time.
Of
all time.
I could say all time. Like, if he keeps on a 50-goal pace for the next couple of years, he will break Gretzky's record. He had a better shot than Gretzky. Also, Gretzky played on goalies who didn't know how to get
Way
on the ground.
different era. That's the thing. Like,
And if Ovechkin can beat his goal scoring record in an era where goalies are 30 times better than they were back then that's saying something.
That says a lot. And we're like, we don't like, I mean, I respect Ovechkin, even though he's like a rival. But he is, I mean, I would say he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. But it's also interesting, like, where do you think Mario ranks in there? Because technically, if you give Mario the amount of games that Gretzky played, which is like, it's all hypothetical, of course, but his goals per game average, it would make it, he would break 1,000. He would be over at like 1,000, something like 1,011 or something like that.
See, the only thing with all these debates, it's the what if.
Yeah.
But you look at it, the statistics were there. Lemieux retired well over 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Gretzky retired in 99. Like, I wish things played out differently being a Penguins fan. I wish I could have seen Lemieux play in his prime because I am, only 22 years old. I wish I could see what Lemieux's statistics would have been if he was healthy and he didn't suffer from cancer and had the chronic back pain and all this other shit. But in the end, Gretzky still has the record.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got to pick and choose between Crosby and Gretzky, or Crosby and Lemieux, because you can only pick. You can't watch both of them play in their prime. You got to see Crosby play in his prime.
Oh, yeah, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm also
Exactly.
even more thankful to see Crosby play on my favorite team. So
Right.
We're
right.
blessed as Penguins fans.
Right.
Oh, we have two of the generation talents.
And even
like,
Yager for the large
First
part.
team to
which
win
is,
Stanley Cups back-to-back in the salary cap era. Let's just remember that.
True. And if you think about it, Oilers fans were lucky as hell, too. They had Gretzky. I mean, they're stupid as hell for trading Gretzky whenever, you know, you had Mark Messier, Yari Curry, Grant Furr, that was just... Oh, and Paul Coffey. Can't even forget about him.
Of course.
But they have McDavid now, but I can't even remember their GM's name. Is that Peter
Peter
Chiarelli?
Chiarelli, yeah.
He is... You know, he's trying to flip things around. He really is, but I think he could have done a better job. You know, they've been drafting well. I think their draft picks will come up to some extent, but you need people with McDavid. Yes,
Right
they did
now.
just trade for James Neal, but like,
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's
it's
not what they
James
need.
Neal,
They don't need
like,
offense. They need defense.
They
Where's
need
it?
defense badly.
Who?
Did they sign anybody in the offseason?
I don't believe so.
I can't
I don't
remember
think
anybody
so.
that they signed. No big names.
Who was it? Is that Chiarelli or whatever?
Yeah, Peter Chiarelli.
Chiarelli?
Yeah.
Was he the one that traded Hall?
Yes, he is. He
Okay.
traded Hall for Larson one-on-one. That was probably top 5 worst trades of all time, without a doubt in my mind.
I kind of get the why, like the trying to get defense, but holy shit, you can only get that Larson
Adam
out
Larson,
of Hall.
why not send Hall to what maybe Montreal at the time and get PK Subban? I think they all got traded the same summer.
That was the back-to-back
Yeah.
like flips Shea Weber
Yeah,
and PK.
Hall, Larson, Weber, Subban, which hell Nashville won the hell out of that trade. Let's
And then they flip PK. Where'd PK go now?
Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
Plays
playing
in
with Jack
Jersey.
Hughes, and then they got that Russian kid too. I can't remember his name, but
Oh, the kid that everybody wanted the Penguins to get, but then he signed with the Devils are making the moves.
oh, so
Holy shit.
Devils and Rangers. The Penguins are gonna have to worry about both of them because now the Rangers have Capo. I don't understand the buyout of
No.
Shattenkirk. I really
The
don't.
Rangers
understand.
aren't going to be that deadly yet. Not with just Capo.
Well, they also signed. Who
They made trades and they signed somebody. Like I remember looking at it.
Oh, they
like,
signed Jacob Trouba,
Trouba, yeah.
but they also got someone else on offense, which I cannot remember.
I think
who
they
it
traded
was.
for somebody or
Did
something.
they trade for somebody?
I know they traded Zuccarello.
Yeah, they traded
Yeah,
him to
Stars,
Dallas, and now
yeah.
I'm 99% sure he's in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Who?
Zuccarello.
Really? He's in Minnesota now.
Yeah, because they traded him to Dallas, and since he was with the Rangers his entire life, props to Zuccarello, he suffered that very traumatic head injury and was an undrafted pick,
Yeah.
too. He just, came over, signed with the Rangers, they sent him to Dallas, and he just wanted to test the market and went to Minnesota. But
Minnesota.
Well, I feel bad for him too because he went over to Dallas and like he played really well at the very beginning and then he got hurt like within like the
He
first
didn't
week.
even, yeah,
He was able to come back for the playoffs, but
And you see how Dallas did in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Dallas is just one of those teams that, they're led by Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin. Radulov just kicked ass. Same with Klingberg, and they have Heiskanen, who's really stepping up. And then Ben Bishop, who I honestly thought should have won the Vezina.
I
He
agree.
showed up. He was amazing last year.
He was amazing. And then who won it is Vasilevsky, who's literally, you look at Tampa Bay, they have one of the best seasons pretty much of all time. They choked in the playoffs to Columbus, which was fucking...
They did have the greatest regular season of all time.
But you look at their team. How the hell do you give the Vezina to Vasilevsky with the team he had in front of him? You look at the team that Dallas had. Like, don't get me wrong. Dallas has a decent team. But
They almost beat the Blues in 7 games.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I'm not even trying to shit on Dallas. I'm just shitting on the way the NHL looks at awards.
It was the Tampa bias. It was like
of
this
course.
guy
And
had,
look at them now. They just picked up Shattenkirk for a 1-year deal and for 1.7 mil, I want to say, something along those lines.
So what their defense now is like, what? It's obviously Hedman. Do they still have Strawman went somewhere else, didn't he?
Strawman went to Florida.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
they have Hedman. Do they still have Coburn?
Yeah, I think they have Coburn. They have McDonough. Now they have Shattenkirk. They have...
The young kid. Who's the young kid?
Who is that young kid?
It was from Montreal. They traded Drouin.
What is his name?
It was the Montreal Tampa Bay trade. Drouin and
It's like right on the tip of my tongue.
I know it's right there.
You talking about, what's his name, Nemestikov?
No. New Mexico went to the Rangers for who'd they even get back in return? JT Miller.
JT Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with an S.
Yes.
I literally have his face in my head, but I can't.
I thought his last name began with a K. Is it like? It's not Cuckoo, is it?
No.
Slater Cuckoo.
No, it was Sergachev.
Sergachev, yes.
Okay.
Which honestly,
Sergachev, yeah.
honestly, that was a fair trade because Druin wasn't doing anything in Tampa. His time in Tampa was done. He needed a change of scenery. They had no faith in Druin because of just his come-ups. He went to Montreal. He's doing pretty good. Sergachev is having a good year, though.
I think Lightning won that trade easy. Like, they already have all the forwards. They have, look at their forward group, and then they add a guy who was supposed. I remember Sergachev being called the next Carlson.
Ooh.
I don't know. He's probably never going to get that, but whenever he was a prospect, they were saying he's going to be the next big time offensive defenseman.
Well, okay, so if you look at the team wise, yes, they did win that trade because they got what they needed 100%. And honestly, Montreal got what they needed. They got Jonathan Druin. They needed someone up top. I think they moved him back to center because I want to say Tampa played him on the wing.
So this is a little off topic, but did anyone see what happened to Robin Leonard? With that trophy,
with the Masterson trophy.
Oh, you know about it.
Oh
Skyler
yeah,
about it.
it was like a misprint on it.
They put Rangers.
That's rough.
Going back to the McDavid thing, the thing I wanted to ask, and either of you can interject, but because Skyler, you're saying you think McDavid is better right now because of his speed, and that is such a mystifying thing about him. It's because he's so fast, but it's not like Cogliano. It's not like I don't know.
Carl Hagelin.
Yeah, it's not straight away speed, and that they use it he has that speed that he's agile too, and he uses it so well versus those guys who just kind of have to do a straightaway kind of thing. But because he's only in the third year in the league, as he gets older, naturally you're going to get slower.
Yeah.
Look at Crosby now. Even Crosby's slower than what he was, but he's just Crosby can adapt. Do you think McDavid is going to be hurt from that loss of speed, or do you think he's like a Crosby? Do you think he has the hockey IQ and the ability to adapt when he inevitably loses his speed? Because he's not. I'm sure he's always going to be a good skater. He's going to be fast, but he's not going to. You just can't expect a guy to be that fast and be that fast when he's 30. So do you think he's going to have that ability to adapt and be able to and do what Crosby did, or
yes,
or is he going to fall off and kind of lose that trajectory of being the best?
Nope. He's too good of a passer. He's always there's no way.
Okay, so if we're comparing Crosby to McDavid, and I've watched Crosby my entire life. I watch as much as I can of McDavid just because I watch constant highlights, constant just games. Just you gotta take in what we're given.
Yeah.
I think Crosby has a better hockey IQ as McDavid, which he should be. He's 10 years older than him, 10 plus. I'm not 100% sure what it's at, but the thing with McDavid is what's gonna make him a generation talent. What he's 3 years in, he's getting that title. Has he earned it 100%? No, not really. Yeah, he got the Oilers the second round of the playoffs. He's put up points. His individual stats have been very well, but
yeah,
he's only 22 years old. I just found that out.
Yeah,
holy shit, he's the same
still
age as me.
so young.
Yeah, and Crosby's 32.
Yeah, he just turned 32.
He just turned 32. So yeah, I got a 10
years.
10-year gap. What's gonna define him, and it's gonna spark debates later on in his career, is he gonna keep up with everything he does? Yes, his speed will go down, but he has to compensate for it.
Yeah.
Maybe get stronger. Maybe, bump up his IQ. Do I believe he has eyes in the back of his head? Hell yeah. He's seen his passing. He knows where people are constantly. And you saw the same thing with Crosby when he was entering the league. I think, the next, he's in his third year, right? Or fourth?
Going into his fourth.
Going into his fourth. This year, for the next, I say 3 years, it's not his prime, but it's going to determine the type of player he will be whenever he does reach his absolute prime and the player he will be after his prime, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
And with the way he's going, I think he will compensate. He's just a smart player in general.
And I think that's what makes the Lemieux, Crosby, obviously Gretzky, and then McDavid the generational talents is the IQ and the ability to see the ice, because it's almost like each one has their own kind of unique thing that is like they're better at,
Yeah.
but they all have that like you're saying, the ability to like have the eyes in the back of your head and see everybody wherever they're at in the ice and be good both ways. You know, like I think that's the biggest thing. You have like Ovechkin, who is really good offensively, but he's struggled at times defensively.
Oh yeah,
But-
you've seen many videos of the controller dying on the back check.
Love him. But that's the other thing I wanted to ask too about for either of you. Like, do you think McDavid will get to the level of Crosby defensively? Because I mean, Crosby was fourth in Selke voting this year.
I'm gonna be
I
honest with you.
believe so.
I don't watch enough of Connor McDavid to know his defensive skills. I just know he's a crazy like offensive player.
Yeah. Do you
So,
think?
like we don't get Edmonton games around here, so like I can't watch him play that often. Like I can see highlights on social media, but that's about it.
I see
Yeah.
the potential there, and yeah, he plays
He can.
good defense, but
Yeah.
that's the thing with Crosby though. Not to cut you off there, JG.
No, you're fine. I mean,
But
we all been cutting each other off. Like
That's what we do.
But the thing with Crosby is, yeah, he was fourth in Selke voting. You look in his years, Crosby's always been good defensively, but it seems like with his age, it's sort of like wine. Like, you know, aging, he's getting smarter, and he's realizing, oh, I don't have that explosive speed like I used to have. Like, he even said on the Spit and Chicklets podcast that he struggles with speed now because he's getting older.
Yeah.
And he's compensating that with, okay, well, I'm struggling with speed. Maybe I'll play more of a 200-foot game, which he's always played a 200-foot game, but this is 1 year where it showed that he played a 200-foot game.
Yeah.
I
It
need
was
to
like,
listen to that podcast because people keep saying that's like the
Oh,
most laid back he's ever been.
yeah, it's like it was like he had free will. Like, he didn't have to censor what he said. Like, you know, he definitely did. Like, I could tell, like, Crosby definitely held back in a couple points, but like,
Yeah. Of course. I mean,
it was probably the most uncensored interview he's ever had.
Can I say that I could listen to Crosby, whether he's talking all professionally, like formally or not? Like, I could just listen to him talk for hours.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what it is. I think that's just that, like, also that, like, star factor of, like, not even, it's even more than a star factor, because, like, I mean, there's obviously stars that you would like, oh, I'd like to listen to what he says, but, like, Crosby and Lemieux, to me, maybe it's just because I idolize them so much, I just want to listen to him talk. Like, whenever I just watched the sit down with Crosby, Taves, Gretzky, Lemieux, and Orr, and I love, like, it mystifies me. I just sit there and it's like, and I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to be Taves and Crosby in that room, like, to be sitting there with Gretzky, Lemieux, and Orr, and, like, just hearing them talk. But, like, I just love, like, watching that. I was like, Lemieux or Gretzky, like, it's just something else about the way they just talk, and you're just
Yeah.
like, wow.
You just get that wow factor. But one thing that bothers me, why is Jonathan Taves there? I'm
NHL just
sorry, but, like, yes, he is a 3-time Stanley Cup champion.
Canadian captain or Canadian assistant captain?
He has to be assistant because
Yeah,
I'm pretty
'cause
sure Crosby
Crosby-
got the
yeah,
captain.
Crosby.
Yeah.
But my
No,
thing
On
with
another note, sorry to cut you off.
yeah, no, you're fine, dude.
It's freaking bullshit that the NHL doesn't let players play in the Olympics anymore because now the Olympics is completely ruined.
that, yeah.
So
I feel
ruined.
like they're gonna take that back at some point.
It has to
in time.
happen because it's ridiculous. Like,
Well,
I don't even want to watch the Olympics anymore. Like, it's not even fun.
Like, hell, the Russians won the Olympics this year.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
That's just saying something. And what they played like a no-name team in the final too. I feel like.
Really?
I think,
Yeah,
what, they were
Yugoslavia Omnia.
Is
They
that who they-
played.
I think they played Germany.
Oh.
What?
I'm
What is it? Soccer or hockey? What are we
Yeah,
talking
really.
about, bro?
look that up. See
Like,
if you can look
no.
that up.
Nope.
I
No
swear
way.
they played Germany.
When Marcel Gotch was on the freaking Germany team a couple of years ago,
That's
remember him?
sad. That is sad.
Yep. Germany was runner up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's
And
sad.
I remember watching that
Canada
game.
came in third place.
Yeah, I remember watching the Russians versus Germany that game, and it was like, you know, U18 was playing like a U14 team. Like,
He's like no name, like nobody you would ever hear really.
well, you know, the Russians had. I'm pretty sure Datsuk was on the team. Kovalchuk was on the team.
Oh really? Oh, because
They're not in the NHL. They're over in the K, and the KHL wants.
But now
you know.
Kovalchuk can't play there. Now he's in the
Oh,
NHL.
now they
Yeah,
can't. You
NHL
know,
now.
he's sitting there. You know,
Kings.
choking dick in LA. He had a horrible year, in my opinion.
Really? Well, I don't remember what he did. He scored a few goals.
He scored a couple, but he had a slow start, if I remember correctly. And
He's old. He's definitely older now. I don't know why he left to begin with. That was dumb.
Well, it's the same. Like, why'd Yager leave to begin with?
Yeah.
They just
dumb.
get paid. They get paid more money in the K.
And they get to go back home, so I mean, or closer to home, I guess. I mean,
Well, yeah, Yager's not even from
Yeah, he's
Russia.
from the Czech or
yeah,
whatever,
he's
but-
Czech, but
still close. It's still Eastern Europe. You know, they're
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
But what's crazy to me is that the Russians had to go to overtime to beat Germany.
That's
4-3
Are you
in
kidding
overtime.
me?
Yeah.
Wait, it went
What?
to overtime?
4-3 in overtime.
Oh, what the hell?
That's crazy to me.
Oh,
Germany.
shit.
Germany. Yeah, who can you even name a German player that's in the league
Absolutely
besides
not.
what Thomas Grice, I think?
And
Marcus
Thomas,
Patterson, maybe?
Thomas Kuhnhackl.
Kuhnhackl, yeah.
His
Kuhnhackl.
dad is the best
That's who I was thinking
German
of,
player to
Kuhnhackl.
ever play the game. Like,
Yeah.
his dad walking down the streets of Germany, for like hockey fans at least, is like Sidney Crosby walking around Canada.
That's crazy.
It's bad. Yeah.
And then former Penguin.
Yeah.
And-
What? Current New York Islander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, is he going to be the full goalie now for the Islanders? Because he had a good year behind with like splitting time with Leonard.
What? Grice?
Yeah.
I thought the Islanders might have signed.
They
somebody.
signed somebody, I'm pretty
Did they?
sure.
Oh, they signed
Remember him versus
Varlamov.
Brent Johnson?
Oh, that's yeah.
I love Brent Johnson. Broke that one guy's jaw.
It was DiPietro, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was
yeah,
DiPietro.
yeah,
That's who it was.
You're
yeah,
right,
and
yeah.
the Islanders are gonna be paying DiPietro for another like how many years?
Oh, they're pulling the Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla.
The Bobby Bonilla deal. Who's even paying it? It was the Mets.
Mets,
right?
yeah. For until like 2031 or something.
Well, he gets $1 per year or something
Yeah.
like that. Like hell.
That's insanity. He's set.
He's just
Oh,
chilling
it's-
at home, just like, oh, it's July. What is it? I think it's July. Is that what it is?
July something. Like it's a huge day too.
Yeah, it's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
be chilling.
he played for Pittsburgh too, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Dude, he's probably not even spending that much money. He's probably making bank. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
He's just
Because what
chilling
else
at
is he
home.
gonna do with his life?
Yeah.
Well, at least he's smart about it. Dude, AB's going to be broke by the time he's 38.
Yeah,
no
He's
doubt.
buying all these damn Rolls Royces.
Rolls Royces and chains. And don't forget his most expensive expense, which is child support. You know, when you got 5 kids with 5 different women, you got no choice.
Does the dude not know what a fucking condom is? Like,
He doesn't
Jesus
know what a
Christ.
condom is. He doesn't know what pulling out means.
Oh,
He knows
boy.
what throwing things off a balcony is, though. And
Yeah,
speeding,
couches.
Going 100 and what, like a 40?
Well, what? That was going down McKnight Road,
Yeah.
wasn't it? In his I think it was in a Porsche.
So yeah, like a fancy car. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back on the fuck AB.
It's always gonna lead back to AB. Pittsburgh's
How did
never,
this lead back to AB?
Pittsburgh's
That's
never gonna
crazy.
forget about AB. I
Nope.
mean, this shit's still fresh, but
Yeah.
it's just one of those
Well,
things.
just-
You fuck over Pittsburgh, you're gonna hear about it for a long time.
Oh yeah, and he
We're a bunch
but-
of whiny bitches. It is what it is.
You think you're whiny bitches? Dude, this dude's bitching about a helmet and he's making like $30 million a year. What the fuck?
Okay, got a point.
Got a point, yeah. I was gonna say about AB. Like someone was saying, like, it was. I think I saw on Twitter, like, where did the AB go? That would like. It was a reporter for the Steelers saying like, I remember like the old AB, like whenever he first came to the league, a guy who would never miss a practice was staying. It's like Juju now, like staying for however long after practice. Whenever he would send Christmas cards to fans, it was the humble AB, and it was because he was working for something. So like people like I miss that, and then someone said like you're gonna see that when he's broke in 10 years. You're gonna see that humble AB come back again because he realized he needs to work for something again.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
gonna
and
be
that's-
Juju in 15.
Juju's
Oh.
never gonna get like that. I'm
I hope
sorry,
not.
Juju
He
will
probably won't. He
never
learned
get
his
like
lesson.
that.
He learned his
I was
lesson.
gonna say like if I think AB would have taught the lesson of like he saw. I mean he's dealing with that like directly. So if I don't think Juju is the personality to do that, but even if there was any inkling of him being like kind of like not so humble, I think what
Yeah.
the AB situation would have just completely killed any. Like you see that happening, that has to change your outlook on things. Like you know what I mean?
We have 3 people here right now. Not to switch the topic up too much, but like let's get some picks. Like, what are you guys Super Bowl picks for this year? What are
Oh,
you guys
boy.
Stanley Cup picks for next year? Like, I want to hear it.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
hear it straight up from
Well,
you
that's
guys.
what I said. I had player rankings. So that's like we just kind of like the same thing, just like ranking things or picking things like you're saying. So that's a good little segment we could do. Real quick.
So we'll go. I'll start this sucker off with some Super Bowl picks for this year because football starts in a couple weeks. We got preseason going on right now. It's an exciting time of the year for football fans. So my biased pick for the Super Bowl is the Tennessee Titans versus versus. You know what? I didn't think about this that much. Versus who's in the NFC that's even good anymore? I don't even know. Like the NFC is so wide open. I feel like the Rams aren't going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
You can see how that turned out in the playoffs.
You know what? That's tough. I don't know who's going to be in the Super Bowl for the NFC this year. I'm going to say Tennessee Titans versus the Green Bay Packers. I don't know
Okay,
who else
what's
to
your-
pick from the
what's your
NFC. Aaron Rodgers is
unbiased
the GOAT. My unbiased pick?
Yeah.
My unbiased pick would be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the I mean, I'm not really biased towards the Green Bay Packers at all, but like I'm still gonna pick someone different because like I don't know how much I trust that.
I mean, your mom likes them.
I'm gonna say the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, you guys want to hear my pick?
Good.
I'm gonna go completely unbiased. Like, I want the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. I say that every year.
You say Patriots, aren't you?
No, I am not. I think Kansas City's gonna run
Kansas
it,
City, absolutely.
but they're not winning the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I'm going with the New Orleans Saints to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, hold up a second. Forgot about the Saints. I'm taking them for the second
Yeah.
pick. So we're gonna say Chiefs versus
You
Saints
got
for the Super Bowl.
Lil Uzi Vert as the quarter. I mean, Alvin Kamara.
Not
That's
the
the
Eagles.
running back.
We're gonna go Saints versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and we're gonna say the Chiefs are gonna win. Unlike you, you're saying the Saints are gonna
I'm
win.
saying the Saints are gonna
I'm
win
saying
the
the
Super Bowl.
Chiefs
They're
are gonna
just
win.
So we got-
disgustingly good.
Patrick Mahomes is insane.
So we got two.
He puts ketchup on steak. He's not that insane.
Okay.
Fuck Mahomes.
Wow, look at that bar. All right, so I feel like Patrick Mahomes is my second favorite player. Oh, he's not my second favorite player in the NFL. He's my favorite player in the NFL that doesn't play for the Titans, and he's
You
gonna
always
go.
gotta have those players.
He sucked last year. He's gonna go off this year. That's my prediction.
Yeah, he definitely sucked last year.
He only threw 50
it's horrible.
touchdowns. Sucked.
I'm my picks. I'm gonna diverge, whatever that word is. I'm gonna go away from what you guys are saying. I'm not gonna go with the,
Here we go.
I picked
Here
Pete
comes the
Alonso.
Steelers pick.
I picked Pete Alonso to hit 40. I take the risks, and I'm not going with the Steelers, even though I think that'd be the best story. Like that'd be cool. Like all that drama and they win. That'd be
He's taking
fucking
the
crazy.
Oh, that'd be fire.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm taking Bengals versus Cardinals.
Dolphins.
Okay, but my real pick, I'm actually going with the Rams in the Super Bowl. Believe that or not.
I mean, the Rams aren't a bad team. Like,
No, yeah, they're like.
Okay,
they
let's,
just
can we
choked
just
it
but
this
all
year, honestly.
can we all just admit that Jared Goff is extremely overrated though?
I think he's
Jared
over-
Goff is not that good.
I
What?
think he's good, but
I don't think he's that good.
he did show that he is not a clutch performer.
He's Nick Foles.
Sean McVay.
He doesn't have a 12-inch cock like Big Dick Nick. does.
Yeah,
True.
Big Dick Nick.
True.
Sean
He's the lesser
McVay.
version of Nick Foles.
Sean McVay definitely helped with Goff, though. I mean,
Oh,
you saw the
100%.
difference between the first year and then his second year. Big difference. But
Yeah, he added the JA to it, you know. Jag off, you know.
Jag off.
Jag off. But my AFC pick. It's hard to go against the Chiefs. It is, but
He's gonna take the Patriots.
Please don't say the Patriots.
no, I don't even want to speak that. Actually, I
Colts.
probably
You
should.
gonna say
because-
Colts?
No.
That'd be a bold pick. but-
Texans?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's he
fuck
go? Where's he
no.
going? Where's he going right now?
He's like trying to predict my prediction.
I can't.
I
I
think
can't think of any other
too.
teams that
He's
have a
just
chance in
speaking
the
aloud.
AFC, dude. There's literally only 4 teams that have a chance in the AFC. You got the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Titans, and you got the Colts. That's
Yo,
it.
definitely the Titans.
The
yeah.
Titans.
I heard you
That's
like
it, dude. It's the
predictions,
only
so I'm
four
gonna
teams that got
predict your
a chance.
prediction. No, I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, Phillip Rivers has really shown. Like, I feel like he was the underdog. You look at that class. You have Big Ben, won Super Bowls. You have Eli Manning, won Super Bowl. Eli Manning's Eli Manning. We don't even need to get on that.
so you're betting hard on Melvin Gordon coming back.
That's
because-
like if he comes back. If not, I mean that's obviously changes things a little bit. But yeah,
I
I'm
think he
saying
will.
I feel like Phillip Rivers. He's like who am I thinking of?
Someone who needs to learn how to use a condom.
Yeah, yeah. like Antonio
Guy
Cromartie
who's-
and
he's-
Antonio Brown. Yeah,
White supremacist, you know.
but
Philip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
MAGA, dude. 2020.
Mag in 2020, build a wall. All right, what?
Who was I thinking of that? Like someone who like you like. It's almost like destined. Like they like when are they gonna get the ring? You know, like someone who's like they have to get one.
It's like Ovechkin.
Yeah,
Like,
Ovechkin. It was that's what I'm thinking of. Ovechkin. It's like
He has
it
a
just
ring.
it just
Well,
seems.
now he does.
That's
but-
what I'm saying. But the whole time, it's like, is he like he just for his legacy? It seems like he has to have a ring. Like he's gonna get it eventually. You just don't know when.
Wait, what? You mean a cup? I'm so confused. I mean, I guess you get a ring too, but the
Yeah,
cup's a bigger thing.
Yeah,
But no, I was-
he's just comparing sports.
Yeah, I was tying it back to Rivers. Like it feels like to me like
Yeah, dude, Alex Ovechkin's gonna cut that net down.
yeah, cut the net.
I was just waiting for him to cut that net down his whole career.
But no, Rivers. I feel like he's gonna get a ring eventually because it's like
He needs to.
he can't even win in the playoffs. He has like what one win in the playoff or something like that.
He's never gonna win a ring. I'm telling you right now. He's never going to win a ring.
That's why my predictions
He's
gonna
not
be
clutch
bold.
enough. That's a bold prediction, and I'll give you credit.
That's what
for
I'm
it,
saying,
but
yeah.
It's not gonna come to fruition.
I just like to go with the bold prediction.
It's gonna be the Titans,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's honestly.
Lock.
Oh, it's gonna be tight.
The lock.
I don't know, man.
Titans for sure.
Drew Lock. Yep.
Drew Lock.
Marcus Mariota. Goat. Women, if you're listening to this, just turn it off.
Yeah, please do.
Let's do it. Okay.
We're not in a good mindset right now.
Just for everybody out there listening, that's a male or female that might be lesbian, you just go straight because fucking.
Yeah, you know what they
Or wait a
remind
second,
me
wait a
of,
second.
honestly?
Never
So, have you ever watched The Simpsons?
Yeah, a few times.
Have you ever?
No, never.
Have you ever seen the scenes whenever they fucking have the lake with all the toxins getting poured in? You go in there, like say like a rabbit, and fucking pops out. You have 7 eyes and like 7 tits.
What? I've never seen that.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Do you
No.
know what I'm talking about? Like how they pour all like the
nuclear, like,
the nuclear plant shit into the lake, and you go in there, and it's like
become a mutant.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I
Yeah.
feel like that's where women come from.
Dude, the only show I've ever watched is Pornhub.
Dude, that is my favorite. Shout out to Riley Reid.
So, who's your guys' favorite porn star?
Riley Reid, of course.
Okay, yeah. Mine's Reid Riley. How about you?
Reid Riley. Mine is Ron Jeremy.
You can't forget about Johnny Sins. The dude's a doctor and astronaut.
A little bit of everything.
Jesus Christ.
How would that go? So you do like a podcast. Like you saw fucking Logan Paul had a podcast who had Riley Reid on there. Like what if we
Yeah.
got famous and then
Riley Reid,
We already
Skyler.
have Skyler Hetrick on here. We're fucking famous.
Hey, I can't speak. Hey, Riley. How do you say your name?
Riley Reid. What do you mean, bro?
Riley. I can't have speech impediment. I'm just
Too
kidding.
many letters. Of the
See,
same.
okay, so what I'm saying though is her Twitter bio, my Twitter bio, we're both atheists.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
You hear that, Riley Reid? If you're interested to come on the podcast, Skyler loves you. He jerks it to you now, again, every night. He wants you. So.
He'll fuck you while he's saying, God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist.
Oh,
But then we'll go to church on Sunday.
oh fuck. I want cocks in my ass.
And that gets edited out.
All right, guys. So let's talk about some topics here.
What's your superpower, Justin?
Fucking people in the butthole. Mostly male.
Mostly male.
Actually, 100% male.
That's a
Respectable.
decent amount.
I don't fuck with women.
Yeah. They're nothing.
Came here for one thing, and that one thing is to suck a lot of fucking cock.
I've come here to
Come. In a cock.
I've come.
In a butthole.
What's
Dude, my best friend is right here.
I've come here to kick some ass and suck some dick, and I'm all done with kicking ass.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just want to say real quick how, and again, if Riley Reid is listening to this podcast, that Skyler does in fact come more than OG Mudbone, and his dick is
boy.
bigger too, of course.
Skyler Hetrick over here with these. I'm just imaging him in these blue boxer briefs with his massive bulge. That should be in the Hall of Fame.
That should be in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame of
Look at these
dicks.
things.
RR, come get him.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Massive
RR.
package.
Massive package, 20 inches. Let's go.
We're full in for Riley Reid.
So we're gonna take a quick moment to inspect the images that Skyler Hetrick has been doodling for like 2 hours now.
Oh yeah. Can we talk
So
about
we
that?
got this dinosaur with some crazy ass shit above it, and a Nazi star next to it. And we got,
Confirmed, Skyler Hetrick is a white supremacist neo-Nazi.
so this is why this man failed his last college class, because he's just been doodling.
Yeah, that is
He's
it.
just doodling.
Just doodling.
Look at these doodles. These are professional fucking parallelograms right here.
Andy Warhol, Skyler Hetrick.
What is going on?
OG Mudbone, Skyler Hetrick.
RJ did acid.
Riley Reid,
Does it say RJ
sit
did
on my
acid?
face.
Hold on, what does this say right here? Does it say RJ did acid?
What did I write? What the fuck?
Literally, like show
I
RJ.
did acid?
It looks like I wrote that, but that's not what I wrote. I'm not 100% sure what that said. RJ did. Oh, 9/11.
What? Let me see this.
Confirmed, RJ did 9/11.
9/11.
Confirmed that Skyler's a neo-Nazi, and then confirmed that RJ did 9/11.
RJ did 9/11. It's very unfortunate whenever fucking the Twin Towers ordered 2 pepperoni pizzas, but they got 2 planes.
Do you remember when there was somebody who wanted to Twin Tower us? Who was it? Can't remember.
Eiffel Tower us?
Yes. So we have disc golf written on this list here. So let's talk about our experience with disc golf today, and let's talk about how much of a positive experience RJ had.
I had the greatest experience of my life. 10
Playing
out of 10
after a
would disc
hole.
golf again.
Literally 10 because he left after 10, whole 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Hey, I mean, honestly, how do you guys think of my first experience in whenever I did try to do it?
I'll tell you what, RJ Cup, I don't know what happened to him. He like obviously got like too hot or something.
I was
but,
gonna have heat stroke. I swear
other
to
than
God.
that, this man got good at disc golf pretty quick because he was throwing some heaters.
Yeah,
So I think we need to take this kid back out when the weather cools off a little bit,
Yeah.
and I think he'll enjoy it a little bit more.
Show his full potential,
I
not
got-
in the sock darts.
Not in the sock. Okay, yeah, I gotta admit.
No
to you
sock
guys,
darts either. We gotta have shitty shoes.
I gotta be open with you guys. I definitely like. First of all, I mean, yeah, the first experience I had with disc golf is throwing it right into the woods and then getting my one of my favorite pairs of shoes completely fucking trashed, which pissed me off. But yeah, by like that, it was like by the 5th hole, I think. My shirt had sweat down to like my belly. I was so hot, and I think that's why I was so testy, and that's why on that hole, like, I was just like, shut up to you, because it was like, I think it was just my blood was boiling, because I was like, I'm so fucking hot, and that's why I told you before I left, like, I'm gonna get sick. And because the whole time I was sitting down, I was getting dizzy and shit like that. So it's like I have to apologize to Justin for being like shut up, which I'd never do. I don't fucking just.
Yeah.
I know you said that like out of nowhere. And I low key, I was just like, okay, like that's fine. Like,
Well, I was
I can handle him being a little testy, but like I definitely know this is because he's getting pissed.
Well, yeah, I was overheated. I was trying to drink, but I felt like I sweat so much, so I have to keep drinking shit, and I just was like, I was just testing, so I was just like, just shut up. Like, I just wanted to fucking throw. I was like getting pissed, but I was like literally having trouble walking up the hills and shit like that. So like I have to like clear the air with like me being I was just pissy.
He was also pissy about we played a couple of NHL games last night. It always gets on his nerves a little bit. He can't handle my poke check skills.
Do not ever play me in
Lord.
NHL if you don't want to see me, bitch.
I need to like get in on this action. I haven't played NHL in a little
So I'm just gonna bring up a key point real quick. We played a game. It was Nashville versus Columbus, and this
Oh,
man
boy.
had multiple great
Oh,
scoring.
dude.
Dude, I'm gonna get this kid talking about
that
it
sounds
because
a
it was
little
literally
rough, though.
hilarious. I was cracking up.
Let me talk about that real quick,
Dude,
because
so-
Sergei Bobrovsky had the game of his fucking life
So
of all time, like the
dude.
greatest game in history.
You know what's funny though?
So RJ's
he
down.
doesn't even play for Columbus.
I know he should
RJ
forfeit that win.
Dude, RJ is down like 3-0 at this point. He's out shooting me by like 10. He gets this one time right across the net. But Bobrovsky's on the other side of the net. He whips it into the net. It goes off Bobrovsky's blocker or something and just floats over the top of the net. And RJ just like, I could just feel the rage in his entire body at that moment.
I stopped playing for a good like couple seconds because like it was like I come up there, it was completely like it was a 2-on-0, and at that point like I was out shooting him by like 10. I had like 2 more minutes time on attack, like just killing it. So I came up and like just that perfect like pretty much like a 99%er, you know, like I mean even if you're playing online or whatever, like you got this. So I passed it over and he did that the scorpion thing, and I don't know like I don't know if it was the blocker, I don't know if it was like the scorpion with the leg. And it hit, and like the way it hit though, it hit the crossbar on top and like rolled. So it was about like that much. I had no goals at that point. And then Justin goes down to the other like end of the ice, comes to like past the face-off circle, slap shots it right in.
4-0 dub.
Yeah,
baby.
4-0 dub. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh boy.
Final stats were what? I think Bobrovsky had 30 saves, 30 out of 30. He had 22 shots. I had like 7.5 minutes.
Your goalie
time
had
on
like
attack.
18 saves out of 22.
Yeah. I had Pecorino. I was like confident. I was like, I got Pecorino. At least it's gonna be good.
He choked the whole game. He was covering up every little squeaker.
Sounds like him in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it just like it'll hit him in the chest, and then he sits there and does a little shuffle.
Yeah, and it
And-
just sort of squeaks past.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying.
No,
thing
not
in
even
the
that.
world.
Like it was just like a little like flip on net, and like he would just be like, "Oh, cover!" Like cover automatically, win the face-off, ripper slapper.
That
Score.
yeah, I know. I love like I know Skyler actually is the one that got me playing more hockey with like Hut. 'Cause you got me in the Hut,
Oh, I loved Hut.
and then and that's what me and Justin did a quick little draft champions. We didn't play each other because we couldn't. But we
Yeah,
did the draft.
I wish I'd like implement that.
It was fun to do the draft real quick, but oh fuck.
I took RJ to overtime in Rocket League because he sucks. I never played before.
I'm horrible at Rocket League.
Me too.
I'm a diamond 2.
He was just taking it easy on me. He probably would have whooped me like literally 20-0 if I wasn't trying.
I scored it myself one time,
But
but
that's besides the point.
that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm like a diamond 2 on that, and you had fucking Groom's first time player just doing aerials flying around the map, fucking just
shut
perfect
up.
shots.
Because let's just be honest here. I fucking suck at Rocket League.
He went bar down ski.
He literally had to like
Hardowski,
make
eh?
sure. This kid literally had to like try to make sure the ball didn't go in my net, so it wouldn't like be a blowout.
I accidentally won in overtime because it came off the wall and it just tapped my front of my
Yeah, I
car
suck
and went
at
right into the
Rocket
fucking net. I was like, fuck.
Oh, I want to see
Fuck.
Jesse Sabisky play RJ in Rocket League because I think that'd be interesting.
I want to play him. I
He's
want to play with
Diamond
him.
1.
though.
I want to see it.
I'm Diamond 2, so we'll be close.
Oh boy.
He's good at that game. That's like he plays that all the time. This kid works at like 5 a.m. He stays up. He's literally like stay up till like 3 a.m. and played Rocket League because he can't get off. He's addicted to it.
Holy hell.
I'm not that addicted to it anymore. I was especially when I was playing with Chase. I would play all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
you played it. You guys played every day.
But like Chase was so much better than me now, and I was like, now I want to play with him and like see if
How it is.
it would never happen now.
Yeah, you'd be able to play with him if you didn't talk to girls.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not gonna talk to girls anymore.
Me either,
I'm just
honestly.
gonna- hey, you guys want?
Let's not get into this conversation.
You guys want to have a threesome?
Yeah,
Of course.
let's bring her into it, baby.
Shit, dude. Again, okay. Another main point of this podcast: Skyler's absolutely massive cock and cum load. Riley Reid.
This is brought to you by Pornhub.com.
Okay, so we have beer written down on this list, sponsored by nobody, but we drank Miller Lite and fish. What is it called?
Dogfish Head.
Dogfish Head, 60-minute IPA.
Ooh, let's talk about that for a second.
Beautiful.
I don't drink ever, but I want to know. I know you like Natty Light, don't you? Is it Natty? Is that the
Who likes Natty Light? Nobody likes Natty
People
Light.
like the price of Natty Light.
Exactly. That's about it.
Except
That's the only thing.
they did do something with Natter Days. You ever
Okay,
had a
Natter Days
Day?
are fire. I have some in my fridge. I have one in my fridge. It's so good.
It's one of those beer you drink like, you
in
know,
the summer.
3-4 of them in the summer, but they're still cheap as hell too.
I drank a whole case in like 3 days of the year.
Oh
dude.
no shit.
No, so not a case. Like I got like 12-pack, but
Yeah, like I
Like-
couldn't drink all that. Like I'd get heartburn and
dude,
it just
they
would not
taste
go
so
well.
good. I've never had heartburn in my life, but it tastes so
Oh,
good.
you're lucky.
It tastes amazing. It tastes like strawberry lemonade beer. It's fire. I got pretty toasty off that a couple nights in Erie,
Nice.
man. I spent the whole time in Erie getting drunk. It was awesome.
I was gonna say, what's your guys' go-to if
Oh,
you have the budget?
boy.
For the budget?
No, like if you had sorry,
So if I have the money to spend on anything,
yeah. Like, when I say if
Ooh,
you have a
don't know,
budget,
'cause
I mean like
I could
don't worry
probably
about
get
the
some
budget.
high-end beers I've never tried before. So like I don't know for real.
Okay.
But like if I'm talking like actual like quality beer that I enjoy to drink, I like amber ales more than anything. So like I'd say either Yingling or Firehouse Red. Like Firehouse Red is awesome, but like it's a very strong, filling beer. So like I don't know, but I love it. Off draft,
Okay, so it depends on the situation.
Natty Light.
Ooh.
That's it.
If you're at like some like nice little college party, you're gonna go with something cheap. You're gonna get Natty. You're gonna get Keystone. You're gonna get Busch. I mean, Miller Lite's getting on the cheaper end too. You
Miller
got
Lite's awesome. I like
you got
Miller
that
Lite.
36 pack now for like
$12.
yeah, I
20
wish 20. I think it's like 27. I want to say.
But if you had to, for not like meme purposes or anything like that, if you had to be like seen drinking beer, what do you want to see? Because I mean, like Natty, oh, it's a Natty or whatever. But
Honestly, when I go out to bars and when I just like a nice bottle of Yingling.
Yep, agreed.
I
Yingling is the go-to.
I love IPAs. I'm not a big fan of.
I'm a big fan of Southern Tier IPAs. I really love Southern Tier.
Southern Tier is an amazing company.
This
I like.
reminds me a lot of that, but like I don't know. I really like their 2X and their Southern Tier is awesome.
Dogfish
Oh.
Head's like one of my favorite. If
you ever
not my
had a Fatheads
favorite.
Headhunter?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
amazing.
That's amazing as well. Yep.
Fatheads is a very good brewing company. I like. I mean,
I'm big on
Dogfish
their-
Head's like my favorite.
Their
to be
beers
honest,
off draft
but-
are amazing. I'm not big on the Bumbleberry in a bottle, but like off draft, fire.
Have you ever gone down in the Fatheads on
Yeah,
East
the
Carson?
saloon.
It's amazing.
There's sandwiches. I got like a sandwich that was crazy.
Oh, it's so
It's
good.
literally
Have you ever
my
been to
head.
Southern Tier?
I got a Headwich. That's what it's called, a Headwich.
Have you ever
Southern
been to
Tier.
Southern Tier? It's right next to in North Shore by Tequila Cowboy.
Nope.
Fire.
Gotta go there too.
And like,
All right, RJ, we're going. I don't care if you drink or not. We're gonna go get food, and I'm gonna drink.
I was
it's
gonna
like-
say I want to segue this because I'm just taking this in because I don't know any. Or I know, but like I don't know that much. I don't know what an IPA is. First of all,
Indian Pale Ale.
okay.
It's like grapefruit flavored. It's good.
So segue this into the Nashville
think?
trip.
No.
Grapefruit? This tastes like grapefruit.
Well, okay. So technical. I'm gonna get technical just a little bit.
This is a beer master right
As
here.
it says,
I smoke
Skyler,
weed.
yeah.
This dude drinks alcohol.
The IPA is like, it's all based on the hops pour. Oh shit, I keep doing that. It's all based on like the hops and like how much you brew it, honestly. And that's what like. So you have your lager, you have your IPA, you have.
Dropping logs in the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. You have like stouts. Like Guinness is probably the biggest stout.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
That's dark. That's dark stuff.
But it's dark, but it doesn't taste that dark. If you've
I
had
like it. I like it. I don't have a problem with eating Guinness.
one of my favorite things you do, like, have you ever had a black and tan?
No. Ray Yingling? No.
So you take, like, say, well, you could do like Yingling or Harp. You fill it about halfway, and then you fill the other top half of it with Guinness. So you get that little dark taste, and then it switches over to like a lighter beer towards the end of it. It doesn't, if you do it the right way, it doesn't mix. It's like the Guinness sits on top of like the Yingling or Harp.
So,
Or you can have something else called a rotten apple. You fill half of it with Angry Orchard, and then you do the same thing. You put the Guinness on top. Like if you're pouring it out of a draft, you put like a little spoon there, so like it doesn't hit the drink like straight up. It sort of like sprinkles down because it's hitting the spoon instead of a straight pour, so it doesn't mix. And
I've never
I don't know,
heard of
if
that.
you go to a bar that has like a bunch of shit on tap, they'll know what you're talking about. Like I went to G Hill a couple times and asked for like a rotten apple, and they didn't know what I was talking about. I told them about it, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to try that." But if you go order a black and tan, they'll know what that is.
Yeah, because it's a Yingling lager. That's straight
Yeah.
up.
I was gonna say this is a very fitting episode of the Legends Generation podcast to have the first BEERCAST with Skyler as our first guest.
It's
Got
going to be
us on
even
the
worse
podcast.
next week because leading you another topic here, we're going to Nashville, and like, dude, it's what, Tuesday night? We literally leave in like less than 2 days, like 2 days pretty much. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't even
boy.
bel- I haven't packed a single thing. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Me neither.
dude, I don't pack till the
The
day I
before.
leave.
We're only leaving for 3 days. So I mean, I don't have to pack that much stuff. Need a Titans jersey for sure, but dude, like, I hope you know when we're down there, we're going bar crawling. So we're gonna be drinking, we're getting some
Dude,
bars.
your checking account's gonna take a hit if you're bar crawling down in Nashville, dude.
Is it expensive down there?
Oh, it is pricey. Depending where you drink, you could probably maybe find a dive bar outside, like, you know, the main scene. But you're going to want to drink. I think it's called Broadway Street. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you're going to go down there. You're going to see the hoes. You're going to see a lot of sloppy ass people just, you know, drinking. And then
Listen
they're
to
going to wake
country
up.
music.
Yeah, you're going to wake up the next morning and they're going to see their tabs in their pocket and they're going to want to cry themselves to sleep. Like, I went down there, Ashball ordered me a beer, a shot, and got him a mixed drink, and it was like $28 or something along those lines.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
How bad is that?
That's
like,
bad.
That's bad.
Let's say it's like fitting then that we're going down to Nashville talking about the beer and shit because yeah, I've heard it's a party town. So
And everyone's sitting there getting drunk off Jack Daniels because it's Tennessee
Ten-
whiskey.
yeah.
Bro,
Jack
I
Daniels.
cannot believe this is happening in 2 days.
Jack Daniels is horrible. You heard it here first. I cannot say it is not. If you're drinking whiskey, go with an Irish whiskey. Drink some Patties. Drink some Jameson. Do not drink Jack Daniels. This shit's horrible. America's trying to sit there and try to recreate something that's Irish. Don't do that.
I feel like Skylar, do you like?
I like
do you think-
Jameson.
Do you think at all that you're like
Jameson's great.
the passion you need to find is being like a brewmaster or something? My cousin is a brewmaster. He actually pursued his love of brewing and went from being a fly fishing tutor. Like he would give people tours and teach them how to fly fish, and he quit that job, and he lives in Colorado. Quit that job to become a brewmaster and brews his own shit.
That's pretty nice.
He's the most like hippie dude too. He's so fucking chill. He's literally like what you'd think of a stoner, where he's like, "What's up, dude?"
smoke?
But I would assume it's Colorado.
No, yeah, shit's legal over there.
But do you think that's like a hidden passion for you?
Uh,
Would you ever want to be a brewmaster? Like brew?
I wouldn't say brew, but I'd like to be a taste tester for people.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure
if
you'd love
they-
that.
I was just gonna open up his own brewery with NHL channels all over the place. That's
Oh,
it.
if I owned a restaurant or a brewery or anything like that, it'd
Sell
be
wings,
bad.
your own beer, and play some cho.
So once we-
Literally all that's gonna be on TV. So I'm gonna have like a set of 5 TVs over the bar. So it's gonna be the first one on the left, the NHL Network. Next one, Pornhub.
Riley
Next
Reid.
one, X videos.
Next one's like more Pornhub. You're doing maybe a third Pornhub and then back to the NHL Network. Like it's just what's gonna. It's just
Where do you think people would migrate to more? Would they be more on the left and right side, or right in the middle?
they're not gonna be right in the middle. That's a whole sticky mess.
Oh boy. Say once we become millionaires off this podcast, well, Skyler's
Oh.
first deed is gonna be opening up that.
Oh, if we became millionaires and I had money to throw around, I'm gonna have a fucking field day.
What the fuck would you call it? It's like a porn hockey hub, but like
Yeah, what's up, my
Like, what would you call that restaurant? Like,
It's gonna be. I'm gonna make this. It's gonna be a trend because you know how trendy America is.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be called a jerk and drink.
Oh my.
I feel like you could do some play on words there with a sticky. You know, you got hockey sticks, but you also got.
Oh, but well, you gotta. The way I name my beer is just gonna be fucking through the roof.
So that's what we got going. So when we're millionaires off this podcast, Skyler's gonna make a bar that has
It's a jerk and drink.
a jerk and drink. Skyler's gonna have a
perfect.
jerk and drink. Well, what are you gonna do with your $1 million off the podcast? Because we're clearly making $1 million off this podcast.
What am I doing with my $1 million?
Yeah, we can do.
Ooh, I don't know.
We got a jerk and drink for Skyler.
Probably.
A new innovative way, new innovative business.
I'd probably just open up my own sporting goods store, like not like a sporting goods store, but like sell like NFL apparel, like not NFL apparel, but like like okay, you're in a sports obsession,
Like a
New York
sports
City?
fanatic.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like you sell something like that. But like I honestly, like if I'm being realistic, I'm just gonna invest it and just like save it.
Why
Just,
don't
like,
you just add on like a gift shop to my jerk and drink? And
perfect, dude? That liquor dick store.
All our plans just involve like actual things, just with Pornhub being
Yeah.
shown inside.
maybe we get a Pornhub sponsorship. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be great, dude.
right.
We could get real raunchy if we needed to.
Oh, you're
Like, hey,
real.
Pornhub, you want
My
to
whole
sponsor
goal in
up?
life is just to get on Pornhub one time on a video. That'd be perfect.
I mean, you can just freely upload things, so just like jerk your
We
dick
just
and
put
post.
an emoji over your face so people don't know it's you.
Yeah.
But
And you can like shout out our podcast though when you climax. Oh, it's a generation.
Yes.
gotta plug the podcast.
That's our claim to fame right there.
That could go viral. Can you imagine? He's just jerking it and then just like screams out the podcast name and then it just goes viral and be like, look at this dude, like he just screamed something when he climaxed. But everybody looks it up and all of a sudden it gets freaking
Well,
famous.
you could, someone's gonna start a trend on Twitter with that, and then it's gonna copy that.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Let's not get started on that, kid. Why do you gotta like do you just come up with your own thing and like maybe get lucky and like catch a break and get a bunch of retweets?
It's
or
so
likes?
cringy
That's it.
too when they steal tweets and shit like that, or just content in general. Like
Yep.
people post videos on Twitter of like it'll be like it could be something like a family reunion, like a soldier coming home, and they post it on Twitter as if it's their own. Like that's so fucking weird. Like you're taking someone else's like homemade video or whatever, and you're putting it on your Twitter just because maybe you have more followers or something like that. I think it's like
Yeah.
200,000 likes, and it turns out that's not even your video. It's like what?
That's ridiculous.
It's also annoying that every single person that has a viral tweet always has to like promote something afterwards.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you go to the thread underneath.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
plug my Instagram. Here's my SoundCloud.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't have anything. I don't have a SoundCloud or anything. But here's this. It's like, can you just just tweet the original thing? Just look like that's it.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, whenever Justin's jerk off video goes viral, we're definitely plugging the podcast.
Oh, of course.
We gotta make millions off this.
You gotta
shit.
plug the Pornhub.
Thanks for listening to the Skyler's Absolutely Massive Cock and Cum. Sorry, that's not the podcast name.
I can't even tell you what this podcast. This podcast has been all over the place. I don't even know what the final product is.
Have
I'm
fun
like,
editing.
This
This
is, like,
it's
have fun
gonna
with
take
that
you like a
nightmare.
week. At least I'll give you something to do on
I'm
the
on the
fucking
plane.
plane.
Yeah, edit the whole time. Oh yeah, wait. Quick update on the 3 pairs of shoes because I
Yes,
guess
all 3 pairs of shoes have been received by me. Well, it was originally supposed to be 4 pairs of shoes. I can't remember if that was before or after the podcast, but one of those pairs got canceled, which is fucking lit. And then I got the 2 extra pairs. One's selling right now for max cash, and then the other one's just kind of sit back in the depths for a little bit and see if I can get some money out of it because it should go up. Those shoes that they drop immediately and then they don't sell anymore. They usually go up after a while. I feel like if they're brand new. So.
those are the Kyrie 5 Mr. Krabs special
Well,
editions.
I don't know, because the Kyrie 5s are supposed to be the Squidward, the SpongeBob, and the Patricks. And then the Sandys and the Mr. Krabs are apparently Kyrie 2 lows, which I don't know what the fuck that
Oh
means.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other 3 are the high tops, and then the Mr. Krabs and the Sandys are the lows. So Kyrie 5, Kyrie 2. I got the Kyrie 2, so.
Okay, that makes sense then. That's the fuck StockX update for this podcast.
Okay, I'll give them some credit, though. They gave me some stickers. That's pretty dope, so.
Oh,
Still going to
stickers.
rock the stickers.
In reality, we just want a sponsorship from StockX.
Oh, of course.
Just in this podcast that Justin last week wore a Lakers jersey. This week it's an Angels jersey. So
Let's make predictions.
yeah,
Okay, so-
predictions for week 3.
Okay. All right.
I have a good
So listen, you guys don't even know what jerseys I have, so.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
mean, you have
already-
an idea. You have an idea,
Yeah.
but let's go.
I already have my
prediction.
prediction though. It's gonna be a Mariota
Hold on,
jersey.
wait a second. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. What's your prediction?
I feel like you want basketball, baseball. Gotta go to hockey at some point.
Dude, that's
But
dude, think about it. Next week. It's August, bro. I can't be wearing hockey jerseys in August.
Yes,
it's
you
hot.
can.
It's hot, bro.
Who gives a fuck?
You cut the sleeves off.
That'd be a
Just make it
pussy,
cut
yeah.
off.
I'm
Make
gonna
it
go.
fucking
I'm gonna
off.
go with. Oh boy. What do you have? You have a Kings jersey, don't you?
I do. I do have a
Really?
Canes jersey. I fucking love it, actually.
Canes?
Yeah.
No, Kings.
No.
You don't have a Kings jersey?
LA Kings?
Yeah.
No, I have a Kings hat. I don't have a Kings jersey.
Oh shit.
I do. I'll tell you what though. I would definitely buy a Kings jersey because I like those.
Who would you
jerseys. Who would I get?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Kopitar. That's the only player.
Kobe.
Yeah, probably either him or either him or Dowdy. One of those two.
Dowdy.
Maybe Quick. I like Quick.
Overrated.
I thought about getting a Quick
I really
jersey.
like Jonathan Quick.
That
Why
was
not
overrated.
Kovalchuk?
Yeah, Kovalchuk. Yeah, let me just get a Slava Voinov jersey. You know.
Oh.
Throwing a couple lines in the bathroom.
that'd
you know?
be a kick-ass jersey to get.
Oh, of course. No, my prediction. You're probably gonna go NFL. Who the hell's the Titans running back?
You know what? I'm gonna wear a jersey next week, and it's not even gonna be fucking Titans. What?
You're gonna forget about it.
Do you still have your massive collection of like every team jersey? Or
He still
do
has
you
a
get rid
Tebow
A
of
lot
those?
of them in the attic, but like current player jerseys I have. Yeah.
I still think you're gonna go with the Titans.
He's gonna forget about we're talking about this,
Who?
and so he's gonna.
Wait, Derrick Henry's our running back? What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
You think I have that jersey?
I know you have that jersey.
Fuck, he's good. Who are the three main Titans players I have jerseys for?
I'm assuming Henry, Mariota.
Yep. You're never gonna guess the third one.
I
There's
know.
no way.
I know. Bayard.
Yep.
Who the hell is that?
Kevin
Highest
Byard.
paid safety in the NFL, bro.
No,
Kevin
he's
Byard.
actually he's some random bum actually.
He's a bum.
according to Deion Sanders.
Yeah, Deion Sanders. Did you ever see that?
No, I have not.
You never heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Dude, fucking Deion Sanders was talking about how Tyrann Mathieu was the greatest safety in the league, blah, blah, blah. And Kevin Byard said something. He replied to him about, like, oh, like, rookie made the all-pro team, blah, blah, blah. So Deion Sanders quoted Kevin Byard's tweet and said, I know what I'm talking about. I've been watching the game for a long time, and I played in the game. You stay a fan, I'll stay the man. So basically saying he had no clue who the NFL's leading interceptor was, and he called him a fan. And it became, like, a huge meme.
He's going to eat those words.
He already did because Kevin Byard became the highest paid safety in the NFL, and people were like, "Hey, Deion Sanders, you thought the highest paid safety in the NFL was just a fan? What do you think?"
That's so
And
funny to me.
You know what fucking Deion Sanders says back in retaliation?
Yeah, what is that?
He said, "Never thought I'd see the day where the Titans pay a black man." That's what he said.
Oh, what the fuck?
Of course he's going to bring the race card into
Yep.
it.
Deion Sanders has some
He's a
hot takes.
A lot of hot takes. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's
Good
really
football
not
player, not a good
Well, you gotta
sports
think
analysis.
he's been taking all those damn hits over the years. He's gonna
All those hits and all those
lose
coke.
his damn brain
all that
cells.
coke.
He's gonna be like AB. He's AB. What AB's gonna be in 10 years?
Yeah.
Maybe he's not even gonna be in the league in 10 years.
He's gonna be dead. He's gonna CTE. He's done.
AB's gonna retire within 4 years.
Oh, I won't be surprised.
Bet.
NFL receivers never last that long. He's already 30. What? 31.
He's 31.
Yeah,
Something
he's
like that.
Yeah, he's already. He was in the league
shit.
2010, so 9 years.
What? He was like a 3rd or 4th round pick, wasn't he?
6.
I was talking to
Six,
somebody the other
holy
day who was
hell.
surprised that Delaney Walker was 35. I was like, yeah, bro, he's 35. Like, he's still balling.
Whenever like, yeah, because when you come in the NFL, you're usually 21 or 22, or I mean, obviously a little bit older, but like
9.
Yeah, you typically usually 9 years old.
When can he even get drafted? Like 2 years after college? Is that the?
You have to be at least 21, I think. You had to accomplish 3 years of college, but it could have been a red shirt.
See, that's so stupid. Because then you have MLB players that can get drafted right out of high school.
Hockey
Base-
players, 17. like,
Yeah,
they're
hockey basically same thing, except they're playing junior hockey. They're not playing high school. And then you have football. You gotta wait. 2
It makes
years
sense
after you
though
graduate.
because the NFL is so dangerous. You're not mature enough at that point. I don't think.
It blows
If you-
my mind. Sorry, go ahead.
If you came in the league at 18 in the NFL, like, I agree with it. Football is the one sport that I will agree with, like, not having, like, NBA is the best one to have, like, coming in at 18. That's why I don't understand the college rule for that, like, one and done rule. But NFL, you have to have that couple years of maturity, I think. Because look at you can get killed playing the game, not like in the game, but like you're gonna
Afterwards.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna look how many people have died or killed themselves based off of CTE. Like,
So
it's serious.
why? Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Is like it blows my mind that like here I am, like I work at Walmart and I'm doing a podcast, like this absolutely no name, but there's people like fucking Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray that literally got drafted in 2 sports, 2
Yeah.
professional sports. That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
But like, why? I guess like if your passion for football that is that high, but like honestly, if I was that good at baseball, I'm getting paid that much, and I'm risking no injury. Rather take that.
Yeah, why do they pick football over baseball?
And it's just passion, I guess. Like really, like why would you pick football over baseball when baseball you have no chance of like. You have like a marginal, slim chance of having like some kind of crazy injury where your head gets messed up, but like no way compared to football where you're bashing heads all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can tear your Achilles or throw out your arm or something, but like it's nothing compared to your head trauma that you're gonna get from football. Yeah. And you're making more money, so like it all has to come down to a passion standpoint from what I think.
It makes more sense for Kyler Murray because he was pretty much guaranteed to be #1 pick. Russell Wilson though was a 3rd round pick, I think.
What, for baseball or
football? He was a third round pick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Out of Wisconsin.
And it worked out for Russell Wilson because he is making bank now. But like for that, baseball would be more of like a option. So it must be the passion because at least Kyler Murray being a 1st round pick, he knows he's gonna get money. You know.
But if you think about it too, isn't Russell Wilson playing baseball? Wasn't he?
He keeps going to like spring trainings and stuff like that.
Yeah. What he was playing for the Rangers, I think. Yeah, why doesn't he be like Bo Jackson, all-stars for both baseball and football?
I think it's because of Bo Jackson, because look at Bo Jackson playing like he got hurt in football and it like he prevented Bo Jackson is like arguably one of the greatest athletes ever who is not a Hall of Famer in either sport when we had like obviously all-star talent because he was an all-star. Yeah. He arguably had Hall of Fame talent, definitely in football. He would have been a Hall of Famer for sure. But the like taxing on the body, that's the only thing I could think of because like Bo Jackson, not like he got hurt in football on a play with the Raiders, and like the way his career went, like he didn't play very long in either sport, and he wasn't able to have like Hall of Fame careers in either. But he would have been one of the greatest football players ever if he was able to play like a full career. So like the only thing I could think of is is that.
Like what about Michael Jordan? Like why did he dip from basketball to go play baseball? Barely made it out of AAA, and then like he went back to basketball.
And the only reason he probably made it out of AAA, it's like the same thing with Tim Tebow. It's a household name.
Yep, exactly.
There's a theory about that though that he actually got kicked out of like I don't know how true it is, but when he was the gambling stuff for him, that he was actually like banned from basketball for like 3 years, and that's why he went to do baseball. But they just covered it up as a respect thing that like, oh no, he just left to play baseball because it was his passion. I don't know how true that is.
I feel like that's very false because there's absolutely no chance that the NBA would ban their best player ever for gambling. Baseball for 3 years.
Yeah, for however long he was gone. I don't remember what it was. But I mean, baseball was banned some of their greatest players of all time from their Hall of Fame. I don't know, like
that's why
Pete Rose.
I was gonna think. What do you guys think about Pete Rose? Not being a Hall of Famer.
He's 150% a Hall of Famer, and it's bullshit. I get like they try to make a stance against him, but like, what's the point? They're gonna induct him once he's dead, which to me is fucked up because like, you're dead. Really like you don't get to enjoy that big of an accomplishment. That's a petty thing. Like okay, he's not in the Hall of Fame yet. That should be fucking punishment enough.
He's one of the best hitters of all time.
He's the only one to ever have 4,000 hits.
Yeah.
How do you not have that in your Hall of Fame? How do you have? And I get like steroids or whatever, but like Barry Bonds is still one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Steroids are not.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't have the 700, the 700.
What is the decision on that? Does he have the record? Or does he not have the record?
I mean, he has. The record,
technically, he has the
but
record.
But that's the asterisk or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, honestly, look at Barry Bonds. He had some of the greatest plate discipline and vision of all time, bar none. Like he's arguably the greatest actual like visualizer of a baseball ever. And he had a 600 on base percentage in the 1 year, and yeah, steroids obviously helped him with the home runs and everything, and he got more intentional.
But it's not going to
walks.
help him with plate discipline.
Yeah, and that's why it's like, I don't know. It's obviously not for us to answer, but I think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose, make him pay that like service of like having to wait for it as the punishment
or
whatever.
Been waiting too long.
Especially Pete Rose. Pete Rose should already be in
for sure.
And Barry Bonds, if you want to keep pushing it on, but these guys are the greatest players to ever play baseball. Steroids aren't going to make them Hall of Famers versus just being like all-stars or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're already Hall of Fame talents. They just did something to get.
They fucked up.
Yeah, Barry Bonds did it because he didn't want to. That's what supposedly the story was. He didn't want the white man to have the single season home run record when Mark McGwire took it.
I'll tell you.
And Mark McGwire was also on steroids.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening to this BEERCAST podcast, second episode of the Legends Generation.
You got to experience the whole buzz up and then the whole come down. So
yeah. There was for a while there. You were like, let's go.
I was very buzzed up.
Yeah.
I definitely came down a lot.
Yeah. Now you're chilling.
ready to rip some dab.
Skyler's stoic as always. He can slam some beers and he's just ready.
Skyler's a certified heavyweight over here.
Yes.
He can slam a couple beers and he's still ready to fuck Riley Reid.
Always.
You hear that, Riley Reid? Again? Beer dick? Not a thing for him.
We need a Riley Reid counter.
I think we're going to rename this podcast to Skyler's Giant Cock, and we're just going to roll with it.
Okay, sounds good.
So that Riley Reid really has the intention. They're like, oh, okay, this kid has a giant fucking cock.
Yep.
Riley Reid, if you're listening, Skyler has in fact had girls tell him that he has a massive cock. So let him dick you down. He loves you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a very good pleasure. Thanks for having me.
What do you say is a good pleasure is getting sucked off by Riley Reid?
Well, of course.
Oh. Again, high praise. Yeah, next time we have Skyler on the podcast, I feel like we're gonna talk more NHL since it'll be closer to probably
NHL
hockey
season, yeah.
Hell yeah!
It's gonna
always
get
fun.
better from here, boys. We're in
Oh,
the middle of baseball shit season with the Pirates, so I mean, once we get closer to football season, basketball season, hockey season, everything's gonna be more lit from there on. So
Yeah, you see how with the first podcast we like talked the whole time about the Pirates. This one, not a single, like literally maybe like a couple seconds, and that was it.
there's
Yeah.
nothing to talk about.
Yep, they're just shit, getting fucked up everywhere they
Correct.
go, in front of little kids and everything.
They won one time. They won tonight in front of little kids. That's good. But other than that, they suck.
No, they lost the Little League World Series thing. They lost.
Oh, that was a joke.
They got butt fucked.
Did
and
you
they
see
got
they had a
butt
bunch
fucked
of
the next
little
game.
league teams though, like at the game tonight though?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They were all
Yeah.
there.
Did they win today?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
won. They did
What was
win.
the score?
4-1.
Who pitched today? Oh, Archer did. So he had a good
He
game.
only lasted.
He left after the first inning. He's hurt.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's
He had
hurt.
shoulder discomfort.
Clay Holmes pitched good. He pitched like 4 innings.
Yeah.
No hits. He
Are
had
you
4 walks.
Fucking kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
Chris
Yeah.
that's so shitty. I actually feel bad for Chris Archer because it's like, I don't know.
Good dude, not good pitcher.
No.
No.
Yeah. Great dude, but yeah, definitely not a good pitcher.
Doesn't deserve to be hurt though.
No,
True.
Yeah. We got to close it out with, of course, Riley Reid coming to hop on Skyler's absolutely
Oh
massive
my
Please,
God.
I beg you.
Skyler is a single man now. That porn life's gonna be lit. He's going incognito for the next 2 months.
Gotta love it.
He doesn't even need to go incognito. He's got no bitches to worry about.
True. Full sun.
He's gonna be
Always
having
full sun.
his dick's gonna be out 24/7, jerking it 24/7,
Yep. And that's the single life.
and we're gonna live stream it on Pornhub to promote the podcast.
Of course.
And Justin's gonna jerk his dick too. I'll
Yep.
jerk mine, but mine's too small. I want to thank the big dick Skyler Hetrick for
Thank
coming
you,
onto the
thank you.
podcast.
Yes, it was a pleasure to have you. I'm sure we'll have you back in the near future.
Of course. Of course. Definitely come back.
How was the experience out of 10 Riley Reid blowjobs out of 10?
Throw like 10 Riley Reid blowjobs and like 3 anal scenes, and that's where I'm at right now.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, right?
I appreciate that. That's high praise to be just sitting here chilling.
Oh my god.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching the second episode of the Legends Generation podcast, the BEERCAST, Skyler's Big Dick Cast. Our golden guest, Skyler. Thank you so much for coming on and coming on my face.
My pleasure.
Definitely his pleasure.
We will be back after our Nashville trip. We'll hopefully have some crazy stories for you guys and tell you about our experiences next Tuesday, hopefully. So, we gotta stay tuned for that. That's going to be a big moment in our legendary history.
Yeah, we'll be recording on Tuesday, probably coming out Friday, which we're trying to upload these on Friday, I think. So stay tuned. Hopefully have maybe Jesse on that one to get the post-Nashville reaction. And then again, the foursome of me, Justin, Skyler, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
It'll
Let's
be
get
very
it.
hot.
Let's
And
get
maybe
it.
maybe someday Riley Reid will be part of that foursome with Skyler. So
Be fantastic.
fantastic. Again, Riley Reid. Come on the podcast. All right, thank you guys for watching. Again, Friday.
Watching.
Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned for our Nashville podcast next Friday.
National podcast. Is that what you said?
Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Yeah. So stay tuned for the Nashville podcast next Friday, which is what? What is that? The 20? Is that
That'll
the?
be the 30th.
Oh, the 30th.
Holy
Yep.
fuck, I turned 23 next week.
Oh shit! Happy early birthday to Skyler,
Our special
motherfucking big
guest
dick
here,
Hetrick.
The youngest
Oh,
kid in the whole
yes.
class of 2014. Let's
Pretty
go.
much.
We love
Yep.
you. We love you so much.
Can't get much later than that, and you're pushed back, bro.
Yep.
We also love Riley Reid. We also love Justin Grooms.
Thank you.
My name is RJ. We're signing off.
Bum, bum, bum.
It'll be in thing that ends your life. What if you became a poltergeist? Your instincts seem, but Jesus Christ, man, use your brain and do what's right. I know
Let me get this. Oh, that was so gay. Fuck.
I'm so alone, I'm all by myself. My friends have left me. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go and burn some juice. Oh, fuck.
I just jerk off on the counter.
The only time I ever run to the fucking buffet line.